Yo guys, it's Footmaster here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing my icon swaps free prediction. I'm going to be explaining how it works as well, and I'm going to be explaining the release date as well. If you do go on to enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so around a day and a half ago, like a few nights ago, EA added this loading screen confirming that we will be getting icon swaps free tomorrow at 6 PM probably. So yeah, this is going to be the video where I explain how it will work and what players we could be seeing in it, my predictions, etc. So yeah, let's get into that. Alright guys, so as you guys know, my most viewed video on the channel is an icon swap 2 prediction. I did kind of get confused in that one. I did make a lot of errors in it, and basically on the EA website, if you go to the terms for the FIFA 20 icon swaps, it's the same as this year's. Basically what they've said is the players in this icon swaps could not have featured in previous icon swaps or in icon SBCs, so that's one to keep your mind out for. So no players in those could be in this. The only massive changes from FIFA 20 icon swaps and FIFA 21 is they've massively decreased the amount of icons. There used to be 20 icons available in swaps, but now there's only 6, but there's a lot more packs and a lot more intriguing packs as well. So that's what EA have decided to do, and it's also in these rules they've said that is similar to foot swap deals. Now that is not in FIFA 21, but last year we got it, and it was basically like normal players got these special cards where you could only earn them from putting in tokens that you'd had to earn through objectives, which is like icon swaps, but it was not icon cards or anything like that. And also last year icon swaps free was from the 13th of March till the 6th of June, which is much earlier than it has been this year. We're in May now and we still haven't got icon swaps free, so it is a bit delayed. And also the icons that will be included in this will be much better than they were last year, because there's a massive power curve difference this year. There's some certain meta, so EA wouldn't be releasing players like that were in last year's, like baby Socrates or anything like that, because no one cares about that. People this year have got teams way quicker than last year. Like early on in this FIFA, people still had Mbappe and Neymar, and last year that wasn't really heard of as much. So yeah, EA will have to make these icons usable for people's teams. But yeah, that was for icon swaps 2, and icon swaps 3 last year was very good. The problem was with icon swaps last year was like it was kind of like the only top tier icons that you could get were in the top 2 tiers. Like the bottom tier, that all the icons were pretty trash. So yeah, EA will have to balance it out, especially as there's only going to be 6 icon players available in this swaps, not 20 like last year. And for objectives wise, the tokens will be released in sets. So for example, when it's released on Monday, there'll be a set of around 8 tokens you can earn from objectives. There'll be like some in the One Nation League friendly game, which is very sweaty, one league as well. I recommend playing golden goal for this because it helps everyone out and it doesn't affect your record or anything like that. Then you have the squad battle ones, and that'll be it for the first set. There'll be 8 in the first set, I reckon. Like they'll do it like they did it with last time, and then there'll be 10 in the second set, which will be available after a month or 2 after these ones expire. So you won't be able to get the top tier icons for a few months. Bear that in mind, so that might affect your choices when this comes around. But yeah, the objectives, I don't like the squad battle ones, but the friendly ones are quite easy, so they should be easy to earn if people are playing golden goal, which I really recommend. And just in case you didn't know, the objectives will be something like in the one league you can only use players from one league, so you can just build a whole Prem team, Bundesliga, or whatever it says. One nation, same idea, you can only build a squad with one nation, so a full English team. That includes subs and bench, by the way. So non-rare golds, like if you need to put a bench in, I recommend buying them before these come out because they'll rise a lot on the first few days. But yeah, the only problem is these one league and one nation objectives come in 3 parts, so you have to get 3 parts of the objective to get 1 token, which is a bit annoying. So like last time it was something like scoring 10 separate games in one league with Prem players, so you had to play 10 games, you had to win 6 as well, and then you had to assist with through balls or get finesse goals, something like that. So it might take you longer than the 6 wins needed. You might have to play more than 6, which is kind of annoying. Sometimes there's a cap as well, like on how many games you can play. It was like 30 something for the one nation, I think. I'm not too sure, don't quote me on that. But yeah, I don't think they'll cap it. For the squad battles ones, it'll probably be something like win 6 games with a team of Spanish players or something like that. That's kind of made up. I don't remember the exact ones from last time, but it's going to be something like that, or minimum world-class difficulty. So that's quite long to do, because like squad battle games are really long, and hopefully there's another glitch out. I will make a video on that if there's one out, but there wasn't one towards the end of last times, but there was on the first time, on the first icon swaps, which helped a lot. So yeah, hopefully there's a glitch. But yeah, moving into my first choice for 2 tokens, I've put the 83 times 25 pack. Now this pack was very juiced at the start when these were coming out and everyone was really hyped about them. But I think EA need to lower the tokens down, because last time there were 5 tokens, and I think because of the power curve and the amount the game's changed, I think not many people will want to pay 5 tokens for this anymore, because that's quite a long grind, to be honest. For this, I think they should lower it to the bottom one, because I think that's still fair value, and I don't think the 81 times 25 is nearly as good. So yeah, they should do this, and it would be a very good choice as well. Very easy to do for 2 tokens. For 3 tokens, I've made up a concept of an 84 plus times 20 pack. Now this one would be incredibly juiced. I don't think EA would probably do this. This is just made up by me. I think it would be pretty cool, because you could complete SBCs with this. It would be a bit longer, but it would still be 3 tokens. If this came out, I reckon they probably make it 5, but I've just put it at 3 because I thought, why not? I've lowered the amount of players. Instead of 25 like the 83 plus times 25, I put it to 20, but I've upped it to 84 rated, so it'd be probably better. And yeah, there'd be a lot of fodder coming from this pack, so it'd be pretty insane. And for 5 tokens, I've picked an 85 times 15 pack. Now for 2 tokens, I remember on the first icon swaps, I think it was 3 tokens for an 85 times 5 pack. Now this pack was pretty dreadful, I'm not gonna lie. Everyone was getting 85s or 87s, and I think an 85 times 15 would be much better. Maybe an 85 times 10 is a better choice, but I've just gone for 15 because why not? Like, you'd probably just get all 85 rated cards anyway, so the 84 times 20 pack would probably be better value. But yeah, I've just put it in there. Probably now thinking about it, it wouldn't make much sense, so I'd probably lower it to 85 times 10 pack, and I don't think this would be as good value as the others here. Now moving on to the first icon choice for 7 tokens, I've picked Moments Raul. Now the reason why I've put him at 7 tokens is because I think in game, I think there's so many players that are already better than this card, which is why I've put him at 7 tokens. He's currently just under 800k in value, but that's only because he's an icon, to be honest. Like, without the icon card design and all of that, I think he'd be much less, and I think there's a lot of alternatives, and probably people like Neymar and Mbappe are still probably better than him in game, which is why I've put him at 7. But yeah, that's the first icon choice I've gone with. Now for 8 tokens, I've gone for a mid icon pack. Now I don't think this is worth it at all, but I've just put it there because last time it was a baby icon pack for 8 tokens, and I think they have to up it to a mid at least. The only reason why I've upped it to a mid and not a prime or anything is because later on I'm putting better versions of this, so don't worry guys, I'm not going to just put a mid and then leave it at that. That's why I've put it here. I still don't think that will be worth it at all. I think Raul's much better because he's a Moments, obviously, but yeah, that's going to be my 8 token choice. Now just after this at number 9, I've picked a prime icon pack. Now last time there were 2 choices for 9 tokens. There was Ashley Cole mid and there was a mid icon pack, so I've upped it to a prime icon pack, which I think is decent. It's not the greatest, but I packed Thierry Henry for one of these when it was an SBC, so yeah, I think it would be pretty sick. And for the 9 icon token player choice, I've gone for prime Carlos Alberto. Now I think this would be an insane choice. I've only picked prime because he is 1 million coins, I think, on the market. So I think EA need to up it from, like, no one wanted Ashley Cole. Like, he wasn't that great when he came out. So I think this guy would get into people's teams. There is a lot of alternatives, like non-icon cards, because people are using right backs as centre back. So there is cards like this in the game already, which is why I've put him at 9 tokens only. That may be a bit generous or maybe not, because I think it's pretty fair, to be honest. There's a lot of cards out there that's got loads of pace and good physical and defending, but I think it would be an insane card in swaps. I reckon they would make it higher because EA are kind of annoying like that, but yeah, it would be a very good choice. Now for 10 tokens, I've picked a Prime or Moments pack. Now this was way higher last time. I think it was 15 tokens for this, and I've gone for 10 this time because I think last time it was a middle prime and I don't think those were too great. I think this one would be much better. These still weren't great either, don't get me wrong, so I don't think it would be the greatest choice, but if you want to gamble, it'd be a good choice. And I think EA need to lower the tokens for this time because a lot of people have got endgame teams already. This wouldn't help their team that much. Now for 11 tokens, I've picked an expensive icon, and it's going to be Moments Stoichkov. Now the reason why I've picked him is because he does have a 3-star weak foot, which is a real letdown. If this guy was 4-star, he'd be way more than 1 million coins, but yeah, he's also Bulgarian, so there's no links there at all. I know you'll get soft links to everyone in the team, but there's not going to be any green links available, which is why I've put him at 11 tokens. I still think that's a good option for 11 tokens. I think that is fair as well for EA to do that because there's a lot of strikers already in this game, so yeah, I think that would be a good choice. And yeah, he is 1 million coins on the market, so I think it would be a good player for EA to include. Now for 12 tokens, I've gone for a Moments icon pack. Now this one would be a decent option. Last time it was a prime icon pack for 12 tokens, I think. So yeah, I've upped it to a moments, and I think this would be decent. The problem is a lot of moments are very, very cheap nowadays, because there's a lot of players in this game that are better than moments icons. So I think EA need to make it a moments icon for 12 tokens. That would be quite fair, but I don't think it would be the greatest choice if you wanted to go for it. Now for 13 tokens, I've upped the levels and I've gone for Moments Desai. Now the reason why I've only put him at 13 is because people nowadays play fullbacks at centre-back, and he does only have 85 pace, which isn't that high for a centre-back nowadays, because everyone plays right-backs with 90 plus pace there. But don't get me wrong, it would still be an incredible choice for icon swaps, and I think a lot of people would pick him because of the French links. He's also incredible in game, so yeah, it'd be a very good choice. He has 1.2 million coins on the market, which is decent value as well for the amount of time you're putting in. Don't forget, people say these cards are free and that if they're in icon swaps, but time is not free, to be honest. Like, you have to spend hours and hours trying to grind for these. So yeah, it is a grind to get these cards, but yeah, I think it would be a very good choice for EA to put in. Now for 14 tokens, I've picked a 92 plus moments pack. Now last time it was a 91 plus prime pack, and I don't think these were great either, because a lot of people were getting shafted with Baggios and that. So I think this would be good, because 92 plus is kind of a boundary, because below 92 you have all these 91 really cheap moments stinkers who are really cheap and not great, like all the low rated ones. I still think this wouldn't be great, because there's a lot of players who are still undervalued above 92 rated, but there is a lot of amazing players. Obviously the top ones could be in this, so yeah, it would be a decent choice, but I don't think it would be the greatest for your value for icon tokens. Now for 15 tokens, I've gone for Baby Zidane. Now I think this wouldn't be a great choice either, because he is the baby, but the only reason why I picked the baby is because he's still way over 1 million coins. He's 1.2 million. He's around the same price as Desai. I think he's a bit under now, but he'll probably creep up again, which is why I've put him a bit above. And because he's Zidane, people will be more attracted to that. This card's very good in game as well. I think it would be a decent one, but I don't think it would be great value. Last year EA put him in for like 20 tokens and everyone was outraged by that, so I think this would be much fairer, but I still don't think it would be great value for tokens. Now for 16 tokens, the one everyone's been waiting for, I've gone for a moments icon player pick. Now I really hope EA do this, because in the first icon swaps, the baby icon player picks were really juiced. Everyone was getting insane players, occasional L's, but a lot of people were getting at least one massive dub. So I think they left it out last time. They didn't put a mid or prime in anything, but I think nowadays no one cares about a baby icon player pick. Like, they'll be dead, because most people already have really high rated teams. So I think a moments icon player pick would be insane. I'd probably go for this, because 16 tokens, I know it's a massive grind and it will take hours to do, but a moments player pick would just be insane. Imagine getting a moments Zidane, Maradona, there's Ronaldinho, Pele, so many sick players. You could get shafted, but more often than not, you're going to get at least one dub from this. My final choice in this icon swaps for 17 tokens, I've picked Prime Puskas, and I think this would be a very, very popular choice. The card is currently 1.6 million coins on the market, and he is incredible in game. All his versions are really good, but they would never put his moments because it's way over this price. I don't think I'd go for this personally, but if you have a connection with the player, then you would probably go for it, because it's an insane endgame card that would go in your team for the rest of the game probably. And yeah, I think it would be not great value, but it would be a decent value for the tokens, because he's a very good card. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, smash the like, subscribe if you're new. Let me know down below who you want to see in icon swap 3 and what packs you want to see as well. Let me know down below if you think these predictions are accurate or not. But yeah, until next time, peace.